everybody. I'm so excited that you've joined me this morning and just in general this month. So a bit of housekeeping before we get started. I am recording on a separate device, so if you want your camera on or off, that's totally up to you, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Tuesdays run 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m., so they are 30-minute practice. They're a little bit more gentle, and Thursdays run 7:15 to 8, which will be a little bit more of a heated practice. So we've got a bit of a balance throughout the week, which is great. And we'll get going. Let's start seated today. You can let your eyes close. And to start to connect with your breath, take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up through chest, through belly. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Let it go. We'll do that again, deep breath in, fill up through nose, feel chest, feel belly rise. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Let it go. And take a few rounds of breath just as you are. Your hands can be on your thighs. Maybe you bring one hand to chest and one hand to belly. Just take a few rounds of breath to check in with yourself. See how you're feeling this morning. You may be someone who has a lot of thoughts that race and swirl in the mornings, just noticing if that's going on. Maybe you're someone who has a bit of a slower wake up. You're waiting for the energy to start moving through your body, just bringing awareness there. And I invite you to call in an intention for yourself for the day, for how you want to feel. Maybe it's allowing yourself rest. Maybe it's feeling productive, kind, energized. Whatever it is you want to call in for yourself today, call in that intention now. And allow yourself to feel it move through your body with each inhale in. Option to keep eyes closed or flicker them open. Using your inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Fingers are bright and energized. Exhale, twist towards the left. Lower your hands to frame your left leg. Maybe you turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Try and keep both sitting bones grounded to the earth. Spine is tall. Inhale, guide yourself back through center. Both arms reach up, fingers bright and energized. Exhale, twist to the right. Maintain your connection to that deep belly breath with each movement and each hold of the poses. Inhale, guide yourself back through center. Fingers reach up. This time, lower your left hand to the mat alongside you. Reach up and over with right fingertips. Keep your right shoulder drawing back, breathing space into the right side of your body. Allow yourself to feel full and expansive here. Notice the stretch maybe through your shoulder, your lower back. Inhale, come back up through center. Both arms reach up. And right away, lower the right hand, reach up and over with left fingers. Right shoulder's drawing back, so your chest, your heart center is still square towards the front. And inhale, reach back up. Start to reach your arms forward, round through your spine. Here, you might shift your gaze down. And on your inhale, open your arms up like a wingspan. Send your chest and your gaze forward and up on your inhale. We'll move with the breath. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale to open up. Maybe you feel the movement start at the hip bone, slightly rocking back and forth. Move through 2 more with your own breath. No rush. Whenever you're done in your own time, come back to a neutral spine. Your hands might lower onto your knees. And roll your shoulders up and back. And slowly transition yourself into a tabletop position. Hands and knees connect to the earth. Fingers are spread bright and wide. Feel the 4 corners of your hands ground into the earth. Inhale, start to lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Let your belly drop. Heart shines forward, gaze shifts forward. Exhale, starting with your tailbone round through the spine. Shift your gaze back to your belly button. Inhale, tailbone lifts, feel the rest of the spine follow through. Pull your heart forward between the arms. Exhale as you round through the spine. Feel the lift through your abdomen, navel towards spine. Move through 2 more times, connected with your breath. Just noticing, tapping into your internal rhythm. Whenever you're done, no rush. We'll meet in a neutral table. Extend your right leg out behind you. Kick out through the heel. Notice if your belly's dropping down towards the earth, drawing through the ribs, just so you're engaged through the core. Option to reach your left fingers forward as well here. Notice if you're holding the breath, can you let it flow in and out still? Lower your left hand to the mat. Take your right toes, cross them over to tap down on left edge of the mat. Shift your gaze over your left shoulder. So you're creating a C shape through your body, creating space along the right side. Inhale, guide yourself back to neutral. Foot is still lifted. And guide your knee in towards your chest. Feel the lift between the shoulder blades, so press the mat away from you. Look forward, step or help your foot through towards the front of the mat. Option to bring hands first to thighs and then lift up through the torso, arms sweep up overhead, low lunge. Notice right away if the shoulders are really shrugging up towards the ears. Let a little bit of softness there. Right hand relaxes to right hip. Feel length through your left side and reach up and over. And again, just notice where you're feeling the openings through the body, maybe through your left shoulder. left rib cage, left hip. Bringing awareness to the space. Inhale, lift yourself back up, both arms reach up. Exhale, lower your hands down to the mat. You might have fingers touching. If you have blocks, you can bring them underneath your hands. Straighten through your front leg and send your hips backwards. So creating space through the back of the right leg. As much as you can, try and keep the spine long here, seeing how that might increase the stretch through your right leg. Walk your right hand to the inside of your left leg. Walk your hands towards the long edge of the mat. Turn your right toes so they're pointing the long edge. Swing your left heel around behind you. On your inhale, lift up, reach your arms out, creating a T shape. Lower your right hand to right thigh. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, lower your left hand down to the mat, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling so you're in a modified side plank. And we'll flow through with the breath, using the strength of your core, lift up on your inhale, right hand lowers to right leg, left fingers reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower left hand down, reach right fingers up, side plank. Once more, inhale, lift up, right leg to right thigh, left fingers reach up, finding gate. Exhale, lower your left hand down, right fingers reach up. Option here to lift your right leg so your foot is in line with your heel, pressing out through the heel here. Exhale, soften your right foot back down to the earth. Look down towards your left hand, lower your right hand down to the mat, swing your left shin around so it's again behind you and guide your right knee in. So you're in a neutral table now. Maybe you take a gentle sway side to side of the hips, let some of that go. Land in neutral. Use your inhale, extend your left leg out behind you, hip height. You might look behind you to see where your foot lands. Option to reach your right fingers forward as well. So think about really creating a long line of energy from right fingers down the arm, down the spine, out through the left foot. Lower your right hand to the mat. Bring the left toes across to right edge of the mat. Turn your gaze over your right shoulder. So you're creating a long line along the left side of the body. Maybe even using some engagement through your right side to create that C-curve shape a little bit more. Inhale, guide yourself back through center. Guide your knee in towards your chest. Feel the lift between your shoulder blades. Look forward, step, or help your foot through to the front of the mat. On your inhale, rise up into low lunge. You can think about pressing your right pocket forward, so you're really feeling an opening through the front of your right hip. Release your left hand to left hip. Feel the length out of your right fingers. Reach up and over towards the right. You might notice the sensation on the side of your body is different from your other side. Just guiding awareness to that. Inhale, slowly lift yourself back up, both arms reach up. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat or blocks. Straighten out through your front leg. Send your hips backwards. Try and keep length through your spine. Guide your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Start to walk your hands towards long edge of the mat. Kick your right heel behind you, so you swing that shin around. Left toes point towards long edge of the mat. On your inhale, lift up, arms reach out, creating a T shape. Lower your left hand to left leg, reach up through right fingertips, opening through right side of the body. Exhale, nice and controlled. Lower your right hand down to the mat. Left fingers reach up, finding a modified side plank. Moving with the breath, nice strong core. Inhale, lift up. Left hand lowers to leg. Right fingers reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower, controlled into your side plank. And move through once more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower right hand down, left fingers reach up. Holding here, option to lift your left leg up, kicking out through the heel. This isn't a movement we often create in our lives, so maybe noticing the engagement that is happening here. Exhale, gently soften your left foot down to the earth. Look towards your right hand. Lower your left hand down. Swing your right shin behind you. Come back to your neutral table. You might take a little bit of movement here. Maybe gently sway hips side to side. Rock forward and back. Your choice. From here, tuck your toes under, press into the hands. Slowly lift your hips up and back. Make your way into a downward dog. You might find a little bit of movement here, maybe pedaling out the legs, swaying hips side to side. Press the floor away from you, so we're thinking about creating length through the spine. Not worrying about heels coming down to the mat. Give them space. Notice if you're holding the breath in the chest at all. Look forward between your thumbs. Slowly tiptoe your feet forward towards the front of the mat. When you land, stay folded forward. Let your upper body completely relax. So maybe your arms dangle. You might reach for opposite elbows. And maybe your body finds a gentle sway side to side. Let go through the head and neck. Notice if you're gazing towards the mat. See if you can let the back of the neck go so your gaze shifts towards your feet or your legs. If you have hold of opposite elbows, gently release those. And slowly start to roll up your spine. Try and feel each point move separately. Head and neck lift last. Landing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet firmly grounded, palms forward. Feel the openness across your chest. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinge over your hips, forward fold. Let your head hang heavy again. Inhale, fingertips to shins, lengthen your spine halfway. Sitting bones reach back, crown of the head reaches forward. Feel the length in your spine. Exhale, release and fold. Root down through your feet, rise up, arms sweep all the way overhead. Exhale, guide your hands in through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Think about gathering energy. Exhale, hinge over your hips, forward fold. Inhale, fingertips to shins, lengthen halfway. Exhale, deep bend in your knees, lower your hands to plant. Step your feet to the back of the mat, finding a plank. Option here to lower your knees to the mat. Eyes of your elbows spin forward. Bend your elbows, exhale, lower your chest down to meet the earth. One at a time, pick up your leg, lengthen your toes back, and lower your foot back down. So left foot, then right foot, or whatever order you choose. Just notice how that feels through the lower back. Walk your hands in front of you, tenting fingers like you have little cupcakes under your hands. You don't want to squish the icing. Press down through shoelace side of the feet. Press into your fingers. Inhale, lift up through your chest and your gaze. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, gently soften back down. We'll do that 2 more times with the breath. Press into your fingers. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften back down. One more time. Inhale, heart shines forward, leading the way. Exhale, soften back down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press through hands and knees. And send your hips back towards your heels, finding child's pose. Knees can stay together or walk out to outer edges of the mat, your choice. Option to stack fists underneath the forehead, or maybe your forehead's connected to the mat. Option to land in stillness, or you can find a little bit of movement. Maybe you gently turn your head from side to side, or maybe rock into one hip and then the other. I'm here for 2 more counts of breath. And slowly walk your hands in towards your knees. Lift your torso up. And sit yourself on to one hip. Swing your legs around in front of you. Slowly make your way onto your back body. Guide your knees in towards your chest. Allow big toes to touch. Knees reach out towards the sides. So you're in a reclined child's pose. Option to stay here, or reach your arms between the windows of your legs. Kick your heels up towards the ceiling so you can take hold of maybe shins, ankles, outside of the feet, landing in happy baby. So again, knees are still drawing in towards your shoulders. Option to land in stillness or find a gentle rock from side to side. Allow your eyes to close if they haven't already. And start to shift your awareness internally again. Check what's going on with you. Is the mind starting to wander a little bit? Can you invite that sense of presence, maybe coming back to your intention for the day? Slowly release your feet, bending knees. Lower your feet to the earth. Make your way into your resting position. So maybe that's legs extended long in a traditional Shavasana. You might tent knees in towards the middle with bent knees. Or really take any shape that will give you a few moments of connection with yourself to close off our practice. And really let yourself fall into connection, knowing my voice will guide us back when our rest is complete. And gently start to bring your presence back into your body. And feel the connection of your body against the earth, the mat beneath you. Invite a little bit of movement, wiggle fingers, toes. You might gently turn your head from one side to the other. And take any larger movements to help wake your body up. Whenever you're ready, slowly make your way into a comfortable seated position. And feel yourself sit nice and tall. On your inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, guide your hands in through heart center. Bow your chin for a moment of gratitude for yourself, for showing up here, for starting your day with mindfulness and intention. And from my heart to yours, thank you so much. Namaste. If anyone has any questions or comments, let me know. The recording of the class will go up on YouTube. I will email the link out and also drop it in the Skype chat. And I might look into, you can schedule calls in here that will give you reminders. So if anyone's interested in that, I can set those up as well. Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks, Megan. I'm glad you made it.
Thank you so much. I'm just gonna turn my microphone on.
You're what?
I'm not sure if you can hear me. Thank you so much. This was so good. I haven't done yoga in so long, so.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
I'm glad you made it. And yeah, I could hear you, obviously. I replied.
No, like we're the only one talking, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, you're good. Don't worry. Don't worry.
That was terrific. Thank you.
Thank you. Woo! We made
I'll
it.
see you Thursday.
See you Thursday. Have a good day.
See you Thursday.
I'm gonna type.